It's 6 o'clock, time for news.
You're watching KESQ, the desert's news leader, live in high definition. This is News Channel 3 at 6.
We begin tonight in West Virginia, where the water crisis continues. The governor of the state says water tests are encouraging after a chemical spill tainted the supply. But hundreds of thousands of people are still being told not to drink or bathe in the water. Officials don't know when the water supply will clear up. As Chuck Severson reports, patience is in shorter supply than the water.
You don't miss your water till the well goes dry. Well, our well is dry.
In Charleston, West Virginia these days, water is the most precious of liquid assets. Volunteers are delivering door to door.
It made me smile and it made me a little emotional too. Somebody would bring us some water. It's very encouraging.
And encouragement is just what these residents need as a ban on tap water dragged into a fourth day. Authorities say 7,500 gallons of a toxic chemical used to process coal leaked into the Elk River on Thursday from Freedom Industries, a company just upstream from a water treatment plant. The toxic spill polluting the water that serves 300,000 people.
We see light at the end of the tunnel. I ask all West Virginians to continue to be patient as we work to safely restore service to the affected areas.
The company, Freedom Industries, is facing skeptical scrutiny.
The condition of the plant was not good. The danger was known to the previous owner, and the danger was known to the current owner.
A few restaurants with access to alternative water supplies are being allowed to reopen.
We're working 24/7 round the clock to open those facilities.
At this beauty pageant, the water shortage makes every woman miss congeniality.
Some girls were using water bottles to wash their hair, using a lot of dry shampoo.
It will take days to flush the chemical from the water company's 1,500-mile pipe network. Chuck Severson, ABC News, New York.
In Washington state, it's the wind that's causing problems. The first windstorm of the year packed a real punch. Heavy rain, hail, and wind gusts as high as 50 to 60 miles per hour were reported in the western part of the state. You can see here winds toppled one large tree into that home in Bothell, Washington. The homeowner says it caused just minor damage. Over 75,000 people lost power because of the powerful gusts. The strong winds stretched to Montana. Hurricane-force winds closed roads across the state. The dangerous conditions forced officials to shut down westbound lanes of Interstate 90 near Livingston. This trucker decided to wait until the winds died down.
Only got about 20,000 pounds in the trailer, so the high winds going about 75-mile-per-hour gusts are creating a problem for light trucks. So I just got off the highway and parked. I'm waiting for it to quit.
One semi-truck driver did not pull over, and this is what happened. The winds knocked over this big rig. Fortunately, the driver was okay and the truck wasn't blocking any lanes. The wind advisory for the area lasts until Tuesday morning. Here in the Southland, we could expect some winds of our own this week. Weathercaster Danielle Gersh is in with a look at the conditions and what's in store for the valley. Hi, Danielle.
Hey Greg, that's right. Our winds are going to pick up, but not quite yet. We do have some clouds that we saw for your day today. You can see they are moving east over us on the satellite, and we're going to see the clear skies for the next couple of days. Outside right now, 70 degrees the temperature. See our winds just 6 miles per hour. Right now they are going to start to pick up as we head into tomorrow. Here's your night planner for this evening. 60s right around 7 p.m. Mostly clear skies for your night and not as cool as what we've been seeing overnight over the past few days. Now our winds and our warm weather, it's all thanks to high pressure. We do have a high wind warning that will go into effect as well as a red flag warning, and we'll talk about both of those coming up in your full first alert forecast. Greg.
Thanks, Danielle. A Mecca man is dead tonight after a car crash in Thermal. It happened around 10:55 last night at the intersection of Avenue 62 and Buchanan Street when an SUV T-boned a sedan. 32-year-old Jose Marquez Valencia was in the sedan and died at the scene. Another person suffered major injuries in the wreck and was taken to the hospital. It's not clear if that person was in the car or the SUV. No word tonight on what caused the crash. In Palm Springs, a man is dead after losing control of his bicycle around 8:40 this morning. Police were sent to a bike path on the 3100 block of East Palm Canyon Drive. When they arrived, They found the man had fallen off his bicycle on the way down an embankment. The victim struck his head on the pavement at the bottom. He was taken to a hospital where he died. The bicyclist's name has not yet been released. Police report did not say if he was wearing a helmet. Humana Challenge Week is here. The Pro-Am tees off tomorrow, but today the tournament's commitment to wellness continues. Humana sponsored the Certified Farmers Market in Old Town La Quinta, the focus on fresh food and active living. News Channel 3's Natalie Brunell takes us inside.
Today, what's the other big part of healthy living? It's a good diet.
For the third year, the Humana Challenge took over La Quinta's Farmers Market to encourage people to make tasty and active strides toward a healthier lifestyle.
Tons of stuff going on, not just the normal market, but of course, Chef Michael Vaughn from La Quinta Resort is here, and he's been cooking all day, showing people how to use stuff from the market.
From live cooking demonstrations to biometric screenings and plenty of fresh produce, the goal is to let people know staying fit isn't just about the calories you burn.
Junk going in, junk comes out, good stuff goes in, and the nutrients build up your body. So that's why Humana is pushing healthy food just as much as exercise.
You know, it's possible to eat well or exercise, but if you don't do both, you're not necessarily going to be as healthy as you want to be and can be.
The farmers market also offers fresh fruit smoothies, but there's a catch. You have to make them yourself.
No matter where we take those things, they're a huge hit because, you know, you get on the bike and about 15 seconds later, you've got your own smoothie and it was powered by you.
Leslie Lindemann enjoyed her smoothie cycle and said she's impressed with just how many people came out and embraced Humana's challenge for a healthier community.
It can be nothing but good to raise awareness of exercising and eating healthy, and I think it's terrific that it's become a community interest.
Natalie Brunell, News Channel 3, La Quinta.
Elsewhere in California, education officials are set to take up rules aimed at making good on Governor Jerry Brown's promise to direct more money to the neediest students. The State Board of Education plans to vote Thursday on emergency regulations that spell out how school districts may use the $18 billion expected to flow to them in coming years. The criteria will be based on the number of students they have who are low income, how many are learning to speak English, or living in foster care. The proposal represents a compromise between districts that wanted maximum flexibility on how to spend the money and civil rights advocates who worried the infusion would never get to children in need. He's the first defense secretary in history to work for two presidents from two different parties. Next on News Channel 3, Robert Gates speaks out about his controversial new memoir that already has everyone talking. You're watching KESQ, the Desert's news leader.